Hey, Natalia,
Hola,
¿cómo estás?
¿cómo estamos?
¿Todo bien, tú?
Todo muy bien. Voy a cambiarme audífonos que no te escucho tan bien.
Ok. Pues mientras estás haciendo eso, let me welcome all of our listeners, all of our viewers, all of the people who are following Alt.Latino and NPR Music. Welcome to another Instagram Live interview where we talk to artists from all over the place about their projects, their newest records. And now we have the great honor of having Natalia Lafourcade join us today from, I think you're in your home in Mexico?
That's right, así es. Estoy en Veracruz.
Wow. So
Veracruz.
welcome Latino Instagram Live NPR Music. Gracias para estar con nosotros.
Ay, un placer. Muchísimas gracias también.
It, it's good to see you again. We get to do these interviews every now and then to catch up with your latest musical activity. And let's just start right away talking about your new record. It's called Un Canto para México Volume 2. Okay.
That's right. Sí.
Well, explain for people who didn't hear the first volume or haven't heard the new record yet. Explain a little bit what the record's about.
Well, the record it's been about putting together a bunch of songs that I record before in another projects, but also having new music that we wanted to record because we we had this concert at the Auditorio Nacional on the 4th of November in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because we wanted to get the money and the funds for the reconstruction to build again this place that is in Jaltipan, Veracruz, al sur de Veracruz. It's el Centro de Documentación de Son Jarocho. This place is very important for music, for culture. It's been working through 25 years for the music, for the families, for children. It puts together like different kinds of classes and workshops. Like the children can learn like stuff like son jarocho, música, clases de zapateado. There's like the classes for learning how to make your own instrument. They have this seminario de son jarocho once a year, which is 1 week of learning the tradition around son jarocho and the way they live there and all the different disciplines that they have, and also the fandangos, which is a very important part of learning son jarocho. Son jarocho is one of our beautiful music, traditional music we have here in Mexico. So I get very close to this place also because the Cojolites, which is the founders of this place, and because of the earthquakes in 2017, this place got damaged. It was like they have to rebuild the whole thing. I mean, we are doing it together. It's been a cause that we wanted to have, like, to, I don't know how to say, like, but we were working on that. And there was a point, this is 3 years ago, right? So there was a point where we realized that we needed to make a big concert or to do something to really have the money we needed, because everything was too slow, right? So we made this huge concert at the Auditorio Nacional. We were preparing the concert with Kiko Campos, the producer and director of the music. There were so many musicians, incredible musicians, and like the music and everything that we put together. There was a point we said we should make an album because other way, or I mean, it's gonna be like we're gonna forget about tonight, right? Because it's gonna be only one night of this beautiful music. So we said, let's record the music that we're gonna play that night. And then we saw that it wasn't only one album because it was so many songs, so many it was a lot of music. So at the end, it was 2 volumes of Un Canto por México. And Un Canto por México now is a structure, right? Like we're pretending to have a volume 3 or volume 4, and maybe we can keep putting this music together with different causes or like projects that we believe are very important for the music, for art, for culture, for doing something good for those communities that are doing this important work. So that's mainly the story. It's been a magic thing. It's beautiful because it's a whole community and many people like working for music and for this magic. We have different genres that you will see in the traditional Mexican music. Yeah, it's been great.
Déjame decir a nuestra audiencia que hace 2 cosas. Si tienes preguntas, escríbelos en el chat y vamos a colectarlos, and then we're going to ask Natalia directly. Y también avísanos de dónde estás. Where are you watching from? I saw somebody write in from Indonesia. Okay.
Ya sé, no sé hablar bien inglés y no me importa, no me critiquen por eso. Aquí estoy hablando con my heart. I'm talking from my heart, trying to explain. No me critiquen.
Vamos a también, porque la audiencia habla inglés, habla español.
Soy mexicana, sí, crecí hablando español y no practico inglés. ¿Y qué? They're criticizing.
Oh man, it's like
Oye, saludos a Brasil, saludos aquí estoy viendo que se están conectando de muchos lugares.
Taiwán, mira este Taiwán. París. Sí, gracias. Yeah, just tell us where you're listening.
De París, saludos a París, saludos a Ecuador.
Mira.
Saludos, mira, ya me dio calor, ¿ves? De los nervios, de hablar inglés.
No, estás muy bien. Okay. Cambiamos a español un poquito y háblanos sobre su lista de invited guests, ¿no? Like you have Jorge Drexler, you have Ruben Blades, you have Mon Laferte. How did you decide, cómo decidiste cuál cantante en cuál canción?
Pues fue un proceso muy orgánico, ¿sabes? Fue una cosa muy natural porque todos los invitados que tuvimos en el auditorio ya teníamos decidido quién en dónde, ¿no? Realmente muchos de los invitados están ahí porque querían formar parte de este proyecto. Todos creían en esta causa, todos creían y creen en la importancia de mantener vivas las tradiciones, de conectar con nuestra música.
I sent another request. There we go. Órale.
¿Aló?
Órale.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
I am sorry.
That's okay. Está bien. We're back. Estabas hablando sobre los invitados. Había una pregunta. How was working with Caetano Veloso? What was that like?
Beautiful, amazing. He's a great person. Él es súper generoso, amoroso. Ya me había tocado hace mucho tiempo cantar para él en The Person of the Year. He was super sweet with me, and I wanted to have him on this record. We spoke with him 1 year ago, something like that, and he said like, okay, I'm gonna stay, but I just need you guys to wait me because he was going on holidays, and then all this thing of the pandemic happened, so we stopped the record and we we decided to wait until we knew what was going to happen, or if we wanted to release the album this year or next year. So eventually we we called his manager, and she said yes, we're gonna do it. And then 2 weeks after that, he was recording the track, and I was having his voice in Un Canto por México, which is very important thing because he's like an international artist. We all know him, and yeah, so very happy and very proud that we have him, that we have Ruben Blades, that we have yeah, many of the artists in the album, in the record.
Mon Laferte was also a great record. Silvana Estrada, lots of vocalists, all vocalists from different parts of the country, different parts of Latin America, actually. Your last album, well, 2 albums ago, was Musas Volume 1, Volume 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So estás creando you're on a roll. You're like doing these things where there's like, you get so much music, tanta música en una estación that you have to do 2 records, you know. But then you just said that quizá va a ser Volume 3, Volume 4, you know. Are you at a point, déjame preguntarte eso, que estás en un punto de tu carrera, en tu vida, que estás pensando, se parece que estás pensando en cómo crear, how do you create music that reflects your life, que refleja tu vida? Are you at a point in your life where estás mirando atrás o adentro, más atrás y adentro? Like you're looking within para explorar su cultura, sus raíces, eso. También, are you doing that in tu vida también? Are you thinking about bigger things in your life right now?
Yeah. Yes, I believe I've been working a lot like outside, you know, because after the album of Hasta la Raíz, I wanted to play with this music, this wonderful music that I know from other composers, and I'm from Mexico and Latino America, and I feel very moved by that music. So I wanted to explore how to sing Violeta Parra, how to sing Atahualpa Yupanqui or Simon Diaz. I wanted to see if I could sing that song that I heard in Chabelas Vargas' voice, you know, once. And I don't know, I wanted to see if I could sing Alfonsina y el Mar, which was that song that I listened since I was very, very little. And then I wasn't able to sing because some reason my voice wasn't ready until I was ready to do it. So it's been a whole process, a beautiful process of learning at the same time as creating, you know, like at the same time as I am recording the projects that I decide to do, I am learning the music that I love, and I am learning how to put that richness and that beautiful, I don't know how you say, como ingredientes, all those ingredients that you find in that music, then bringing that into my universe, you know? So it's been beautiful, and I learned a lot. And then I didn't know that the project of Un Canto por México was gonna be so long. You know, we thought that we were gonna build this place like maybe in a year, and that the album was gonna be done in months, probably like 2 or 3 months. And it's been 2 years since we started the album, and it's been 3 years since we said that we were gonna build this place again, right, in Jaltipan. So it's been a whole adventure, and we have been learning so much from the process. I mean, me and my team, all the people that are involved into this thing. So yeah, so now I feel like in the music is the opposite for me. Like I feel like I need to go inside after we finish, right? Like after we finish with all this, I need to go back to like my own universe and search in there, like to see what's happening inside.
¿Y qué encontraste?
No, I feel like now I need to do that
Oh,
because it's been, see, it's been a long time that I work for all this music and these things. It's like outside, you know, esto como trabajar mucho hacia afuera, hacia los proyectos, hacia, and also with music that I did before, that I already record in my other albums, right? So that's Un Canto por México. I like to say that Un Canto por México, the special thing about these two albums is the way they were done, because it's a lot of people in there, you know, it's many people's talent and abilities and music and genres and all the work that we put together. But it's not only me, it's like the whole community of musicians making music for the community, no, like rem- working not to forget their traditions and their music. So that's the connection.
ay, qué mala onda. Se parece que cortamos la línea de nuevo. Looks like we lost the line. Looks like we lost the line again. Okay, oh, okay.
You know what? My phone, I don't know my phone, and it's really warm, so it just turns off. Saludos España, California, Cuernavaca, Argentina, México. I am so sorry.
Chicago. Dude, like, before we challenge the technology gods again, are you still there with us, Natalia? ¿Te parece que había problema?
Hello?
Okay, let's see. Okay, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Technology gods are not with us this week.
Vamos, si se puede.
Okay.
Okay. And Pepe Aguilar,
Sí,
right?
sí.
This is going like chapters, como capítulos. Ahí vamos, lo vamos a lograr.
Órale.
Oigan, échenos toda la vibra. Buena vibra, por favor. Bueno, Pepe Aguilar. A Pepe lo quiero mucho, lo admiro, lo respeto. Creo que tener a Pepe Aguilar y a Ida Cuevas, por ejemplo, era muy importante. It was very important to have someone like Pepe Aguilar or Aida Cuevas because they have a long history with traditional music from Mexico, ¿no?
Mm-hmm.
They are, yeah, they're like the masters, no? So it was important to have them with us. Y Pepe Pepe also told me since the first moment that he was in, and yeah, and Cien Años is one of those songs that I heard long ago, and that I said I want to sing, I want to put this in one of my albums someday, and I want to sing the song. It's so beautiful, and I listened to that one on Pedro Infante's voice, which is other of the artists that I really admire and respect. So yeah, so at the end we put it in the list for the show. Pepe Aguilar came to the show.
Wow.
And yeah, and the place was like crazy. Like people love him so much. So then I asked him to be part of the album, and he said yes. So that was it.
You know, and it looks like we can continue if you just do audio. Everything's working fine right now.
Yeah.
I have a theory en que las canciones clásicas de mariachi, de trío, todo eso, canciones románticas or from heartbreak, ¿no? It's like you have to have loved and lost yourself in order to, number one, sing it, and number two, to appreciate the beauty and the depth of the emotion of the writing, right? Tenías que amar y perder, right? Hasta antes que you entiendes el dolor y el sentido de la canción. Do you think that's...
Sí, totalmente.
¿Sí?
Sí, totalmente. Might be hard to accept it, but yes, like if you know pain, you might be able to sing certain kind of music. It's crazy, but it's real. Like, I don't know, at least in my case, o sea, en mi caso, ¿no? In my place, yo me he dado cuenta que los momentos dolorosos, los momentos duros, los momentos donde me rompí, donde me fracturé, donde me caí, donde me dolió, de alguna manera me permitieron encontrar la conexión con algo que a mi voz le dio mucho más densidad, conexión con las palabras, con el dolor, cuando cantas el amor, al desamor, a la pena, a lo divino, un poco de la conexión con la música, con lo que se dice, ¿no? That's what you will find in this classic music, ¿no? In these boleros or these estándares de jazz also, like, that I love, and I feel like bolero is a kind of standard music, or it's like our jazz, ¿no? En Latinoamérica, ¿no? Del bolero, ¿no? Y I found that it's almost, casi siempre it's about love and the different phases of love, los diferentes matices del amor en la vida, ¿no? O sea, y necesita esa verdadera como comunión y esa verdadera conexión y sensibilidad, ¿no? A la vida y a las cosas que se atraviesan en la vida, ¿no? Y a no ponerle ni bueno ni malo, sino simplemente asumirlas y habitarlas y dedicar esas canciones justo a esos momentos en la vida, que pueden ser lindos, luminosos o difíciles.
Sí. Y lo que me fascina sobre eso es como las letras, the lyrics, right? Con un poco de palabras, un mundo de emociones, ¿me entiendes? It's like, how did they think of that, you know? It's like Agustín Lara, todos los clásicos, like, they were geniuses and just getting right to the right here, you know what I mean?
Sí, totalmente. Es como encontrar. Sí, I keep wondering how they did it, ¿no? O sea, I believe that in my case, when I am trying to write a song, I cannot behave normal because there's like this attention that you must have. It's like you must be open to every detail in life, to every word that other person can say, or a phrase that other person would say, reflection, whatever. Like everything could be part of your inspiration for what you're gonna write about. Also your feelings. So you need to make this very, very close connection to your feelings to what's inside, but what's also happening around, and try to find the inspiration moment, which is another thing that you're not gonna have that every day. Like it's just once in a while, at least for me, it's like, oh, it's happening now, and then you must write immediately, no, como what's coming, no. So I imagine these people, like, they did great music and a lot of music. I imagine like Maria Grieber, she's one of my favorite ones, and she was amazing. She was a genius. She was like, yeah, creating so much music, like crazy, no? Como, and it's special and it's timeless, and we can still sing her songs, and you will say like, okay, it's good for this time.
Right, right. This is my experience también is like, I've heard, like, you have to have a special gift. You have to be able to interpret these songs written by other people. The great singers that I've experienced, you know, people like Ella Fitzgerald and the great jazz singers like that, they are telling the story for the first time. And I think that that's what you do on your music, on when you interpret the music from other people. And in reinterpreting your own music, it's like you have a gift, you have a very special skill to be able to reinterpret that and then put it on record and then share it with other people, other singers. I think that that's what makes these records, Un Canto para Mexico, the 2 volumes, Musas, even Hasta La Raíz. Whenever you do things that are of your own or from other people, it's a very, very special gift, and we're very lucky that you're sharing it with us, and we're happy, very happy to accept the volume 2, and we look forward to more music. No?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I love doing it.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like I put this on a song. I said that it was like my religion, and I see it that way. It's yeah, it's the best for me. Like I feel so fortunate that I can do this still, and that I can share this with people, and yeah, it's wonderful.
This is a good spot. It's a good spot para terminar la entrevista. Okay. Big.
No, muchas gracias por el espacio. Espero que la gente escuchen este disco, que lo reciban con amor. Me gusta decir, I'm gonna say this in Spanish so I can express very well myself.
Sí.
Me gusta mucho decir que Un Canto por México, más allá de ser las reversiones de mi música, de música que grabé en otros discos, lo especial de Un Canto por México es que logramos poner en una pieza musical el talento de mucha gente, el talento de muchos músicos. Y que es la voz de mucha gente, no solamente mi voz, es nuestra historia. En él existe nuestra tradición, nuestro canto a lo divino, nuestro canto a lo místico, a lo misterioso, el homenaje a la vida, el homenaje también a la muerte, a la pena, al dolor, al amor, al desamor, todo eso que somos nosotros, ¿no? Tan pasionales, tan emocionales, tan vivos y llenos de matices y llenos de diversidad, eso existe en este disco, y por eso me siento orgullosa y contenta, y espero que la gente lo perciban, el amor que existe en este proyecto, y que lo disfruten, que lo gocen.
Y a ver cuándo podemos compartir la música cuando estás en gira de nuevo, when we can finally por fin regresar a la música en vivo. A ver qué pasa, ¿eh?
A ver qué pasa. Vamos a ir viendo.
Gracias, Natalia. It's always good to talk to you, man. It's always a lot of fun. And until we do this,
Thank you so much.
gracias, and we'll see you hopefully again soon. y good luck with the record. And gracias para todos la audiencia para compartir eso, sus comentarios, sus preguntas, su amor para este artista, all of your love for this wonderful artist. Thank you for checking in. And stay tuned. We're going to do this again in 2 weeks. We're going to do this every 2 weeks, Instagram Live with Alt.Latino. More artists, more interviews. So stay tuned. All right? Ciao, everybody. Natalia.
Chao, thank you. Gracias a todos. Besos, saludos a todos.
Ciao. Hola.
Chao.